Hi, it's Darnell. Today on my Weber grill I'm going to be smoking some ribs. So I wanted to have you do that with me today, show you how I'm doing it. It's about 43 degrees outside right now. It's going to get up to about 60. I'm going to be smoking them at about 225 with the smoker box going during the first part of the cooking. So the temperature is going to change while they're in there cooking, but I'll have to just make sure I regulate the heat to make sure things stay at 225. Let me show you the ribs. I'm going to get started now. I've already got my wood chips soaking outside. Alright, so there's my ribs. They've been in a dry rub overnight, wrapped up in plastic wrap. So I'm just going to unwrap them here so they can breathe. And while they're breathing, I'm going to go on out and light the grill up and let it start preheating. After it's preheated, I'll turn off two of the burners, leave one going, throw the smoker box on there, let that get smoky. Once that starts getting smoky, throw the grill on there, throw the ribs on the grill and starts cooking them. So this is where it all happens. I'm getting the grill started up. I'm just going to open it up, do my lighting, turn the burner furthest to the left, get it lit up, and do that middle one. You can see it light up. I don't know if you saw that, but the far right one. And every time this thing starts up perfect, never a miss. And give that about 20 minutes to come back and check it out. Alright, so 20 minutes have passed. I just checked the temperature. It's 49 out here now. So the temperature's gone up a bit. You can see the temp is already at about almost 550. So that's in 20 minutes, and with being in the high 40s now. So I'm turning the left and the middle burner off. I've got my smoke box and my wood chips there. So I'm going to get those on and I'll show you that in 1 second. Alright, I just took a minute to get my soaking wood chips into the smoker box. And you can see in just about a minute or two how just turning off two of those burners, the temperature's already dropping down. Open it up here. Put my smoker box over there where the heat is. I'm going to leave that on high till I see some smoke. Then I'm going to drop this burner down to maybe a little less than halfway and see if I can get that down to 225 before I put the ribs on. This is Darnell. I'm prepping my grill for some ribs. I've already preheated it and I'm just trying to get temp down, so I dropped two of the burners off and left one on. I was wondering what makes the temperature drop so quickly in this grill. It was over 500, now it's already down to almost 300 after about not even 10 minutes. And so I took a look around back here. I just wanted to show this for anybody interested in these grills. You notice back here in the back there's a big gap, and I guess that's intentional for airflow. But that big gap in the back is why the temperature drops so rapidly and the heat gets out. 15 minutes have passed since I put the smoke box on. You can see the temp is starting to level out at around 300. So I'm going to just drop it down, this heat down just a little bit. I want to just try and get it down to a steady 225 to 250 before I put the ribs on there. So I'm going to give that about 5 minutes and then see if it looks good to put the ribs on. It's in since putting the smoker box on. And those are hickory chips in the smoker box. I forgot to mention the ribs are St. Louis cut. 20 minutes in with the smoker box on, I could smell the smoke. I cracked it a couple times and I see that the smoke is in there. It's smoldering. But the temp is still a little above 250, and I've let my heat down on that burner down to half. so I'm going to have to try and keep bringing it down some more until I get to below 250. It's 30 minutes since putting the smoke box on. You can see what I've got the heat down to. I've got it almost to just a quarter, just a little over a quarter. And the temp is just about 250. So I'm going to go grab the ribs. Once I open it up, it's going to naturally drop a little bit anyway. So my temp is a little below 250. So I'm going to stick them on there. Putting them over on this side to give them that indirect heat. I'm going to close this up, check it in about an hour, and just keep monitoring the heat to keep it right. So it's been an hour, and the temperature's crept up to almost 300 on me. I just lowered it down a little bit more, closer to the 1/4 mark. I'm going to open it up, brush them with some little bit of a wet vinegar and mixture with my dry rub with some apple cider vinegar. And I'll have to keep working on these, and I'll bring you back probably when they're about done or near done, and we'll have a look and see how long it took. But it's been about an hour so far. This is how they look after an hour. I'm getting ready to brush them. So things are still cooking. Hasn't been that second hour yet with the ribs. The ribs are over an hour in, and I just wanted to bring you back real quick because I put some more soaked wood chips in my smoker box, and they're cooking and smoking, but my temp went down, so I'm going to have to bring it up. This is going to be a long and continual process of mopping and throwing on some wood chips and adjusting the temp. A lot of back and forth. I think since the wood chips seem to be lasting about an hour, I'm going to probably just keep on putting wood chips on here and keeping it smoky instead of just smoked early on, have it smoke all the way through. But I'll probably bring you back much later in this process when things are close to done and kind of let you know how it all went along. Okay, so these have been cooking for 7 hours at 225. I've just turned the heat up some because it's getting kind of late. The low tonight's going to be about 38 degrees. You can see my meat thermometer there says our target is 160. It's been around between 150 and 140 is where it's been around. But still got a ways to go, so we'll see if giving it more heat. I'm going to give it even a little more since it doesn't seem to be heating up much inside. But I'm going to give it a little extra and try and get these finished off and bring you back when they're done. Let's have a quick look. Got a grill light here, but they're looking like they're starting to be done. I've been mopping them about every 40 minutes. Turn my heat up to the max, and we'll see where that goes. They're at about 225, but it's rising. And our temp on the thermometer, since I just opened it up, stuck my last batch of wood chips for this round in. It's reading 140. So I'm going to give that 30 minutes. I think that'll finish them off. It's been about 20 minutes. I turned the middle one to about halfway, turned the right one all the way up. So now it's really hot in there. And it's about 350. The ribs are at 195. So I'm going to stop it there. And here's the finished product. So hope you liked this video and this experience. If you did, you can give this a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, and good eating.